Show! From Michael Bay to Marvel, UK, every record in between. Breaking news and toy reviews, every robot fans wet dream. Grab a brew and join the crew, become part of our scene. Bring your mom, let's drink her on, make sure you're at least 18. Welcome to the show, the party and the flow. Friday nights, let's go, Transformers the show.
Hello, everybody. Oh, we've got a bit of a fuzzy noise in the background. Somebody is fuzzing currently. Who is that? Is it me? Maybe it is. We'll find out in a second. Right, welcome to Transformers the Show, episode 291. We will tonight be giving you all of our usual shenanigans. So that's news, that's pickups. We will be looking at some of the best sound waves that you could pick up in foreplay. We have our usual fantastic social corner with Pete, and we will also have a discussion all about something very new that was revealed this week. Oh, and a quiz, because who doesn't love a quiz, apart from all the people who don't love a quiz? Thank you all for joining us. Thank you to our two wonderful guests that we have with us. Firstly, we'll start off with Instagram sensation. It's Sam from Samformers.
Yeah.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
That's the energy you're bringing. Hello.
Either way, yeah. No, thanks for having me.
You can tell you're a Man United fan. Right. No, I don't want to talk about football. I really don't. Right. And we also have our very own version of the Angel of the Northwest. It's Bisto Yeti. Bisto, how are you doing, mate?
Great to be here, guys. Looking forward to the show. Let's have a cracking one, shall we?
Let's crack one off. I mean, let's have a cracking one. Yes, let's get on with it. And of course, we have Pete
cracking
here
off last week, wasn't there?
There was a lot of that going on last week. Pete, thank you for joining us as well, because if you weren't here, it'd probably be scary.
I've got nothing better to do.
Brilliant. None of us do. None of us do. Paul does. But Paul has family, so
yeah, Paul does.
Yeah. Right. So shall we crack on with the news? I think we probably should. And we'll start, as we usually do, with the mainline news.
I talk some TV, and now the news. Don't touch that dial.
The joys of the news. Right. So we are looking at our mainline news, and we're going to start with the big news of the week, an Optimus Primal Funko Pop. Yeah. This is not the big news of the week, but it was the first news of the week that I downloaded. So here you have it, an Optimus Primal Funko Pop. Are we excited for this?
I'll give over, will you?
Oh, photos from Shentu Toy Box, just in case you can't read his name at the bottom. So thank you very much, Shentu Toy Box. I mean, you know, there's a lot of Beast Wars fans out there. There might be quite a lot of excitement for this massive-headed Optimus Primal. I mean... He's always got a massive head. Look at the size of it. I don't know. It doesn't look awful. It's a Funko Pop. If you're into these things, it'll look nice on a shelf, won't it?
Possibly.
Maybe. I don't know. Does anybody really? Tell us in the chat. Do you care about this Funko Pop? Apparently, we don't. There it is next to. There he is next to Optimus Primal from Rise of the Beasts, I believe, which looks very angry. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary. Like a robotic gremlin.
If that
Jesus.
came alive at night, you'd be a bit worried, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I don't want that on a shelf looking at me. I do want this on a shelf, though. Beg your pardon? You want
Sammy, don't worry. Forget it. Continue with the
Is it gone now?
Yeah.
Moment past.
Yeah.
We don't pollute the sea, Guzzy.
Right, where are we? Oh yeah, PulseCon exclusive Armada Nemesis Prime and the Air Defense Minicons, which form Star Saber. So these are in-hand photos from the wonderful Notrub, whose photos we so often share. You can pop a wheelie like nobody's business, and who doesn't appreciate that? There he is with the Minicon lads. Now, has anybody's opinions changed to this over the recent weeks? Obviously, the face is an issue for some.
I'm still as indifferent as I was when it was released.
I'm I don't know if we've seen photos of it here, but I'm glad it can be the top. You know, it's just a shame they didn't put any trousers with him. Isn't it? You know.
Yeah, it does feel like it needed the trailer just so you can have that like gigantic. I know it's not like from the cartoon. I mean, they've done this because it's to be him from the cartoon episode, and he didn't have the trousers, the super trousers in the cartoon. Although having said that, he only had the damaged face for a matter of seconds, and they've given him that. But it's I still want it. I just like you say, be nice if he had the trousers, wouldn't it?
It's fair to say a lot of people are excited about it, though, aren't they? Because the mould's so good. The mould.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, I saw. I think Kajira Prime had done a post in our Transformers the Show group this week. I think it might have been today, actually. That was about the original. I say the original, the legacy version of this Optimus Prime. And as I have mentioned before on the show, it is probably my go-to Optimus Prime at the moment. Will that change? I don't know. Probably. New toys come out all the time. Then we'll go on to a bit of mainline / third-party kind of, because it is, it is a third-party company. It's DNA Design making something for a mainline toy. So this is their add-on kit for Megatronus. Okay, so you get, they've called it the DK74 Ruintron upgrade kit. Scheduled release date is November this year, and it comes with a new weapon set, including chainsaw and trident, newly designed shoulders, large flame effect parts, larger than the ones you got with him, height boosting foot extensions, additional filler, and cosmetic parts. Shall we have a look at how these look on him?
Ooh,
There's the comparisons.
God.
it's hideous, isn't it?
It takes it from kind of just enough to as garish as we can be. Let's go full on. I still kind of like it, though. I don't know why.
Is it a sword or a chainsaw?
It's a chainsaw, I believe, and a trident. It's listed as a chainsaw, yeah. And I think there's two different ones. So there's DK74-0 will give you an orange chainsaw, and DK74P will give you a purple chainsaw for those who like their chainsaws to be different. It also seems to come with a face mask. The tan style Decepticon logo, which I suppose you could argue, well, it is tan.
Needs a fire extinguisher.
It goes full on. I mean, look at that tank mode now. It was a decent enough tank mode. It's now like terrifying and dangerous.
I
Chainsaw
don't
amazing,
know place
yeah.
on my shelf. It will make it like a Titan. It's ridiculous.
I like it. I just don't know if £50 worth of add-on kit like it. Not that I know the price of it, but I'm guessing it isn't going to be cheap.
No,
Would it be that much?
it won't be far off it.
Yeah, they're not cheap, these kits usually. Sometimes they are, but not often. There's the purple,
That looks better.
and there it is with the alt mode with the purple chainsaw. So just remember, if you're wanting the orange one, that's one set, and if you're wanting the purple one, that's a different set. You can tell by the letters. O is on the end of the DK74 for the orange one, and P, DK74P for the purple.
Does the purple chainsaw come with the rest of the bullshit? Or
I believe it will do. Yeah, I guess you buy whichever set you want, but
because I'd buy that chainsaw on its own because it'll have a 5mm peg, and so anyone could use it, and it looks amazing. There's a lot of Transformers I'd like to give a purple chainsaw.
Oh! Actually, well, I'm going to correct myself because the actual kit that comes with the original chainsaw trident, design shoulder parts, flame effects, the massive ones, the foot extensions, and the fill and cosmetic parts is one set. DK74O is, it is O because it's orange. Looks like it's a separate thing, and that's the
Brilliant.
Orange chainsaw. And DK74P is listed as a separate thing, and that's the purple chainsaw. So don't quote me on that. You'll have to check whichever third-party websites you use to buy these, but it looks like they're separate. So nice one.
Nice.
Good for the Bisto and good for everybody else who wants it. And what's good for the Bisto is good for us all. Aldi, Transformers. They're transparent Optimus Prime, Megatron, Bumblebee, and Cliffjumper. Each one limited to 999 pieces. Will anybody be looking to try and get one of those?
I just want to eat it.
Yeah, that gummy bear.
You are the reason we can't have nice things. Pete. I want you to know that.
I don't
This is
get.
Hasbro right now having a heart attack at hearing that. There's Megs. Come on.
I don't like
Yeah.
them.
Quite cool, but
I think they look
I
weird.
think if you're going to get them, you're going to get the OG ones, aren't you?
Yeah, I feel like these are for the, the completists who just have to have every version of it.
Yeah.
You're like Paul with blockies. They're for those kind of people. So, yeah. And then we go on to something I know you'll be excited about, Pete, which is a bit of Beast Wars love. So, Mark Mayer, Hasbro Transformers designer, all praise be to Mark. He has, as Mark Lonus on Instagram, shared photos of the 2026 Age of the Primes products, including this one, which is Big Convoy Leader. Big Convoy. So, we've seen Big Convoy before. Not in these photos, though. Anybody happier about this? Anybody put off by
I
this?
think it was really good. I still don't get why he can be Big Convoy, but Star Convoy has to be Star Optimus Prime.
Yeah, is that because he was the flagship of the line in the West? So they've just said, no, he has to be Optimus Prime, because otherwise we've got to explain to people why he's Convoy. Might be that. I don't know.
I'll explain to people why a woolly mammoth is called Convoy. So that's
They explain nothing. I don't know why he's called Convoy. So there you go. Well, I know why Convoy is Convoy. I don't know why a woolly mammoth would be Convoy, but there you go.
Yeah.
It certainly looks quite impressive. I know a lot of people who are Beast Wars fans seem really excited about this. You can team him up with his mates. He can tusk you in the face like nobody's business. Is that a threat? It is now. He can fight. What do you call him? Is it Magmatron?
Magmatron,
Yeah.
He's looking a bit outclassed there, isn't he?
He's look at it, yeah. He can get a dinosaur in a chokehold. He can stand like a mammoth. Sup.
Historically accurate, that is.
Yeah, that's exactly how it happened. Just like that one, that's also historically accurate. There you go. Mammoth's famous for their hidden missile launchers. And there's some of the photos from the design process. Look, a lot of people are excited
That looks great
for this, and I think it's good. We need toys. I love G1, but we need toys from other lines as well for those fans, and we're getting them.
I hope we do get an Ultra Mammoth repaint.
Well, it's Hasbro, isn't it? They're going to repaint the heck out of whatever they can if they think it'll make money. So fingers crossed. Right. Some of you might have heard about this. I don't think there was much excitement. But there's a new Studio Series 86 Soundwave. And here are some photos of it. Has anybody pre-ordered this?
Yes, sir.
No.
Are you
I
saying
have
nobody's
indeed.
pre-ordered it, Sam? That's a big claim.
Yeah, no one.
Pete's just said he did. Has anyone pre-ordered this? Sam confidently says no.
He's lying.
I hate to crush your dreams, Sam, but I've also pre-ordered this.
50% of the people on this podcast are lying.
Here's the weird thing, though, as we'll get into when we do our foreplay. I'm looking at it. It looks good. Don't get me wrong. I mean, most Soundwave toys look good. He's kind of a hard character to really mess up, unless, of course, you lose a panel off the front of the toy. But
Or your Ravage.
or you Ravage.
Yeah.
Will they ever get Ravage looking good though? I mean, Masterpiece one, I suppose, is decent in there.
The MMC looks good, doesn't it? That's a good one.
Yeah. But I think it's
good
hard.
there. I think it looks good. Don't get me wrong. I think
Right. No, stop. After what they've done with Megatron and all the other parts, they could do Ravage quite easily. They just haven't. All right, stop.
Do you think? I don't know. I think Ravage.
I mean,
I always think of
I
Ravage
don't
as
think
the
Ravage
fact
looks good,
tape.
for the record.
Like the tapes don't look great as tapes.
No,
I hate to say it. I think the tapes that came with like the Legacy
The,
and
the Lego tapes look better than them.
Yeah. it is kind of, and Soundwave's proportions are compromised because they need to make the chest cavity big enough for them to actually have transforming tapes that go in there
Yeah.
and be in within the budget. It's so he kind of. I like it, but I think proportion wise, he's just something just a little bit off on him.
A lot of excitement. He comes with Buzzsaw, but then there was people saying, "I want Ratbat," but then Ratbat's just been in a pack with Perceptor, so they're not likely to then stick him in another pack at the same time because Hasbro aren't daft. They know people are buying that Perceptor just to get Ratbat, as some people have. So yeah. Anyway, it's out there. You can pre-order it as long as places haven't sold out. Should you wish to purchase it?
I know this is the news, and we shouldn't be discussing questions. But do we know if the other tapes are compatible with this one, or is he going to be starting up a whole new brand wave of getting tapes?
That's an excellent question. I haven't seen anything at this point. Other people may have. So in the chat, if you've seen something definite, not just your mate in the pub told you while you were taking a leak. If you've got something definite, let us know. I haven't seen anything about whether the tapes are compatible with the older tapes. I would hope they would be, but this is Hasbro and they want to make money, so it's possible they won't be. We will have to wait and see.
Just a smidge smaller,
Mm-hmm.
like 2 mil.
I do agree with what somebody said. Somebody did make the point that Laserbeak and Buzzsaw's wings almost look like a bit of a step backwards. They're just sticking out at the sides, whereas the previous ones had that kind of like bend in them, and they just looked a bit more like what I remember them looking like. But you know, that's a picky thing. At least it doesn't turn into a tank.
How much is it?
55, I think he went up for on pre-order. I think it's due in January 2026, which means it should be here sometime next week. That's usually how it works because Hasbro.
And I think when they're asking you to buy a second Soundwave when people are already happy with the Soundwaves in the collection, I think we're allowed to get a little bit picky.
It's the thing that it's got to scale with. This one will scale with your Megatron and your Optimus Prime, which also don't necessarily scale with your normal, mainline figures because they're a bit bigger, so it's almost like you're starting a second collection. Anyway, let's move on to stuff that's also great. So JT Prime 17 on TFW 2005 shared stock photos of some of the ones that are now up for pre-order. This was news at the time, so we're still going to share them. So if you want The Last Night Deluxe Barricade, you can pre-order that from whichever independent you wish to, or from Hasbro Pulse, I suppose, or wherever they're selling it. Car mode's decent.
No,
Bot mode doesn't really look to me that much like Barricade, but maybe that's just my memory.
See, you give people free will and their own disposable income.
This is what we end up with. Transformers 1 Deluxe Arachnid, who should have been out a year and a half ago, but here she is. Anyway, if you want to get her,
pre-order this.
Yeah, brilliant, absolutely brilliant, that one.
Very reminiscent of what we see in the film, which is what it should be if you're in the Studio Series line. And there's bot mode for you. Transformers 1 Alpha Trion, transforming into the Bullicorn, Unibull, whatever. Turns into that. Do we have an official name for whatever the hell that is?
No.
Good, glad. Hey,
that's my Dungeons and Dragons Monster Manual. See if I can find something.
I will say what I like about this is I love the fact it's got the damage to it, as he did in the film when he was obviously found and revived. So if you look, he's got all the damage. Now, some people won't like that. Some people want a clean version of it, but I actually think that's quite a cool touch to include that. It's supposed to look like what he looked like for a large chunk of the film.
I can get some moss to grow on him.
Yeah. You got to keep cultivating that, otherwise it will just drop off. And of course, the last night being everyone's favourite Bayverse film, there's Nemesis Prime. The more cynical might say it's just Optimus Prime with a slightly different paint job on his face, but I wouldn't say that, obviously. You know, that's not for me to judge. It's just what other people might say. But spend another £55 on it. Yeah, it looks very, very primey. Very The Last Nighty.
You could just colour one of your primes with pink eyes, though, couldn't you?
Sensible solutions for a better from P. There he is with his big sword and his shield. And yeah, you know, it's good. So there you go. You can pre-order all of those. And then we had some information from Hasbro via, I think it was Evan Ferguson, was it? Evan? What's his surname? Anyway, whatever Evan's called. I think Evan Ferguson might play for Brighton. But anyway, Evan is the lead designer on this, which is the fan vote Shockwave, whose alt mode is aquatic. And that was apparently voted for by fans, which is obviously a pure coincidence that there was what's the current Skybound stories called? Is it just Skybound? In that, doesn't he have some interaction with some whales, which I won't say too much about because there's spoilers, but apparently that's the inspiration about turning him into a humpback whale. There you go. So that's what he's going to be. And then Evan did a video where he showed off some of the design stuff. So you can find this on, I think it's Instagram on the Transformers channel, pretty sure. And we get to see some of the dance. I like the robot mode. I don't actually mind that if he turns into a whale. It's weird, but I don't mind it. As a child, I had a book and it had humpback whales in it, so I like humpback whales.
Yeah.
Just a childhood thing. So I kind of don't mind this. It's not my first choice for an alt mode for Shockwave. Anybody else happy with his aquatic mode? Good.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm kind of, it looks. I think it looks good, but I'm quite worried about the turnaround. That either Hasbro are reading our minds, or somewhere there's like rafts of concept modes. But like, they've got like Grimlock as a dump truck and Starscream as like an F1 car and stuff like that we'll never see the light of day. That's what, and I'm like, come on, show us what we could have won.
I'd like to see that. Yeah. I would like to see those designs for the things we didn't get. And if I was Hasbro, I'd show them off at some point, just because if any of them got enough traction, you could then say, well, hang on, people like this. We got to make this. We got to make some money on this.
You could sell an art book out of it, at the very least. Get Jim Sorrison on it.
Yeah, that could definitely work. And then we had this, which was the Transformers Day at Battersea Power Station, where they introduced a new Titan, which you can see on the screen. At the moment, it is in comic books only as a new character, but there is now, is it a competition or is it just a fan vote? I think it's just a fan vote, isn't it? Where you can name
the name, yeah.
That's right. So there's 3 choices for the name, which I can't remember off the top of my head, but I know I voted in it. I think one of them's Turbinus Maximus.
There's only one right choice anyway, I think.
That's not the one I voted for. Turbinus Maximus. Anyway, he's going to feature in the comic book. I think there's going to be 12 issues of this comic book that's going to be out monthly. And I think at the moment there's no plans for a toy for this. Because a lot of people are saying, right, when are we going to see the toy? I don't think you are, because there's no plans for a toy for it at the moment. However, you can buy merch at Battersea Power Station with whatever this is going to be called.
Turbine Maximus.
That's one of them.
Metroboss.
That's the second.
And Autobot Powerplex.
There you go. That's the one I voted for. I went for Autobot Powerplex. I like that name.
Sounds like a wrestling move.
Turbine Maximus.
Yeah, Powerplex. Powerplex City. Anyway, we'll have some more information about this later on, because this is going to form part of our discussion when we're going to be talking about this and what we think of it. So we'll move on. This was snuck out by Robosen in a marketing email.
Yes.
So what they seem to have confirmed, if you look in the bottom right corner of the picture, for 20, that's not that's not a 7, is it? It's 2020 in a question mark. So we don't actually know the year. But they seem to have confirmed Soundwave as the Robosen's next bot. So that came from a marketing email that was shared by a few sources, including TFW 2005, which is where I got this picture from. Are we excited for a Robosen Soundwave?
Yep.
That'd be very cool.
Yeah.
If it can play music, like, you know,
It'd have to be, wouldn't it?
connected to your Wi-Fi, and just, that'd be fantastic.
There's not Transformer related, but it might be something for the future. They're teasing mini Robosen
Yes.
as well, and they're around Toy Story, I think, by the looks of the silhouettes.
Yes. I meant to put that in the news, so thank you for reminding me that I forgot it. But yes, they're not Transformers in the pictures, though, are they? Like you said,
No, I think it's Toy Story figures. But I wonder whether are they going into a new line of going, like, can we make smaller ones that are cheaper? And I wonder whether we might see smaller Transformers figures in the future, if that was to work. Might be interesting.
That is really going to freak you out, isn't it? Toy Story figures that actually come alive.
Come alive and start talking to you.
Only when you're not in the room.
Whenever you walk in, they just collapse to the floor.
Yeah.
Right. Oh,
Well,
there we go. In America, Target has announced the Transformers reissues of Sunstreaker, Thrust, and Gigawatt for what they call their Target Fall Geek Out. So yeah, this is just the old figures, and the information I have here says pre-orders went live at 8 o'clock Central Time via the Target website. We knew there was, well, some of these reissues were certainly coming. Thrust has been talked about before, and a lot of people missed out on Thrust, so it's hard to get excited, though, is it? I mean, like, how many years ago did these come out? Is it 3 now? 3 years? 2022, I think.
So many.
I mean, look,
been re-released, hasn't it? And
yeah, that's been in a 5-pack, repainted.
What wasn't great. It's almost like a cynic. A cynic say they found a shitload in a distribution depot somewhere. And re-released it.
One of those boats that was stuck in that canal finally made it, and they were like, about all this stuff. Get it out as a Target exclusive. Anyway, there's Gigawatt, obviously based off Back to the Future, and yeah. So, I guess it's Target, isn't it? I mean, we'll get these over here in some format, whether it's Hasbro Pulse or the Independents. But yeah, if you're in the US, you can order on the Target website. And then I think this is the last thing for mainline news. The Hot Wheels Transformers Nemesis Prime. These photos came from YouTube user Lamley Group. And these are some in-hand photos where you can see a size, not really a size comparison, but side by side with the Optimus Prime they've already released. I just think, like, did anybody manage to get one of these or pre-order one of these? My understanding is I think they've sold out. But
yeah, they sold out very quick though, didn't they? They sold out.
But you look at the size of the bot and then the size of the box when you see them side by side. It's just, I get it. If you're a Hot Wheels fan and a Transformers fan, it's like, oh, great, fantastic. But it's just, yeah, it's a lot of money for a small bot. There you go, from behind, and there you go in truck mode. They look even smaller now. That's just ridiculous. But if you want to spend your money on it, it's your money. You do what you want.
$2,000.
And that was all of the mainline news. So let's go on to third-party news. Everybody's favorite time to make a cup of tea.
Battle tank!
Battle this.
It's heavy metal cruncher time as Optimus Prime goes toe-to-toe with Combat Megatron. Prime is one tough dude underneath his hood. He's a Transformer missile fire phenomenon. Combat Megatron is combat armed. His mighty mega missiles are slamming. He can mad out more for use mega force, but Combat Optimus is still standing.
Yeah, indeed. What he said. Somebody got a funnel. Right. Okay. I don't answer to you, Mick. Right. Let's carry on.
Come on.
So, Magic Square Toys, MSB 59 Stegosaurus, which is their legend scale snarl, courtesy of Weibo user Suzaku 68. And it's snarl, so it's already automatically brilliant. Anybody want to add anything else?
A must buy, if you will. Not because,
I like him. I like him.
not
Yeah,
because
it's good.
Yeah.
It is. I'm a little bit about the base sculpt, but I'm not going to display him in bot mode, so it doesn't matter.
And the sword colour.
Chin.
Do you think the Dinobots are the only real bots where it's like truly acceptable to have them in their alt mode most of the time? Like a lot of people display things in bot mode, but
Yeah, I think you're right.
They do take up a lot of space, though.
Dinobots. Yeah. They do in your house. You've got 1,000 of them. You buy them all. Oh dear. Anyway, it looks very, very, very good to go with the other ones if you have been collecting them.
Neat.
And then
Really
just
excited.
to make you even happier, Pete, because you are our resident Dinobot lover, particularly Grimlock. Here's a third-party Craftsman Toys, in fact, effort. So DJS D01A Warrior Emperor Devourer. They're Grimlock. And the first member of Tyrant Dragon Warrior, which is their version of Volcanicus. Discuss.
Bloody abomination.
Mm.
Not
There's
my
measurements. There's measurements there. I'm guessing 36 centimeters is the height.
That's
27 centimeters the width, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's good enough for me.
oh, geez.
It looks
Really?
quite.
It's like masterpiece size.
Yeah, big lad.
Is that
Very
the
big lad.
combiner or just for the Grimlock?
That's the Grimlock. Well, I don't know if the measurements are for the combiner. I'm guessing it's for the Grimlock because that's what's on the screen at the moment.
Well, it ain't legend scale then.
No, this one isn't legend scale. No.
No, 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 no,
No,
no.
He's saying no. He's saying no, but we all know he's going to buy this.
Yeah, probably.
Craftsman Toys as well. We know the great stuff they've done with the Technobots, so that immediately makes you think it might actually
Look
be
at the
decent.
state of him. Look.
That looks really like the classics Grimlock, though.
Yeah.
You know, the classics Grimlock, and it's the alt mode, which I kind of like because I've got a soft spot for the classics Grimlock.
I tell you what,
There he is. Go
I
on.
won't go 100% no until we've seen some colour pictures. I'm a solid.
It's got
80.
colour on the fire. Well,
Yeah, he's got fire.
Mm.
There is some color.
Yeah.
And there's Volcanicus's chest, which is what he transforms
It
into.
goes downhill.
And it will have an articulated mouth.
Oh,
And then,
no.
literally, and then, seeing as it's Dinobot week, apparently, in third party, here's some more Dinobots. These are the Laser Cat toys. They have been presenting their new Volcanicus. There you go.
What is it with people combining them?
I know, I don't like it either. It's unnatural. But there you go. 17.5 centimeters, this little mini version. The Predaking was very popular, wasn't it? So,
Interesting.
Oh my god.
They look
They're
adorable.
adorable.
This is the first colour images we've seen in the Dinobots, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got his little crown as well. Are they all pulling
mean-
faces as well? Oh, it's so hard to tell with that photo.
Mm.
There's more chance of me buying that than there is that other POS.
You say that. Famous last words. I look forward to your review of both.
Josie!
Slag looks so angry. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Snarl just looks really shocked. They've got little baby faces. Sludge looks like he's going to cry. What is going on with the world? And then you can start combining them. Oh, you can do that with the extra pieces, can't you? Form whatever that is. Yeah. I mean, yeah. They look kind of cool. They're cute little things. They're chibi style. If it's what you want, then you can get these. Oh, and that takes us on to a non-transformery bit of third-party news. So our friends at Primetime Toys are now stocking Mad Balls. Remember Mad Balls? Good. Yeah. I'm glad you do. I could feel excitement in the room.
I got,
I do.
I got some Mad Balls, Joe.
Now, I might be wrong about this. Shall I make this claim? I'm pretty sure. Well, certainly that one of the few places you can pick these up in the UK is now Primetime Toys, who have these listed on their website right now. And this, no, I have to find the right slide before I say it. There's the Mad Balls logo. Look, with Primetime Toy. How cool is that? Stick that on a t-shirt. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I think, is it this weekend that there is a free Mad Ball with every order of Mad Balls this weekend?
Double the fun.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Moff, please, because I know you're in the chat. Until, well, while stocks last, obviously. I mean, probably hasn't got an infinite number of these. Forever. Oh, no, it says while stocks last on the screen. Sorry, I didn't realize that down at the bottom. There you go. So get your Mad Balls from Primetime Toys. Wow, that's such a throwback, literally, because it's a Mad Ball. Right, cool. I think that's all the third-party news. It was very slow for third-party this week when I looked around for new stuff. There was lots of photos of like older stuff, but not a lot of the newer stuff, which, yeah. Anyway, shall we do some pickups? We blooming should.
We now return to the Transformers.
Sorry,
join the club, Paddy. Join the club.
That's an affliction. Right. Who would like to go first? Shall we start with one of our guests, perhaps Mr. Bisto Yeti? Would you like to tell us what you may have picked up in the last week or two or longer? Because we probably wouldn't necessarily know.
Yeah, well,
would you like me to make you big?
Sure. Oh, it might be big enough. But...
Hang on, I nearly clicked on remove.
Just as well, So I've got a box of blockies. Blockies, boo! Blockies, boo. So looking forward to. I don't know how long it'll take me to put these together. I like to generally spread them out and do like maybe a couple a week, and then and then wait for the next wave, because rather than do them all in one go. But there again, I've got friends coming around tomorrow. We might not have much to do, so I might make my friends make blockies for me.
Break out the blockies.
Yeah. That is a Transformers related.
Yes.
Also Transformers related. The Sherry universe. Always have, always will do. G.I. Joe. Got this today. We've not had a chance to open him yet. It's Law and Order. So he's G.I. Joe character guy, Christopher Levine, and his dog Order. We like the dog, the animal characters they do in the G.I. Joe range. They're always fantastic. And, Law is like a member of the military police. Back in the 80s, he was a good guy. Can you imagine him now? Right. And we also got G.I. Joe again. Monkey Wrench. So he's another one of the Dreadnought characters. So pretty much, aside from them when they eventually get around to revealing again the Thunder Machine out there, I'm pretty much almost done with G.I. Joe collecting, because other than, the odd thing I like, because I just want the core Dreadnoughts, which we've got now. And this guy looks absolutely fantastic. He's got a couple of axes that have his wrenches fastened onto so it's an axe wrench. Axe wrench.
Clever.
You can't see him with big sausage fingers.
We can see. Dual purpose weaponry.
Dual purpose, so like that. He can chop things and he can tighten some nuts.
Chop.
And also, talking of nuts, you've got Crystal Ball here. He's another fantastic character. I don't know if we can make it out on this thing. His shield is lenticular, which is always good. And I've got the shield, and it's like it's all lenticular business. And I'm like, Hasbro, get visionaries out there, you bastards. I mean, I know it's not a hologram, but I think if you can do, some nice lenticular bits instead, they'd look really good. So that's that, and then completely random, we've got this guy. This is like the Azure Demon Lion from Fury Toys. He's got his big glaive. So he's a big, massive lion man.
That is definitely a big lion man,
Yeah.
undeniably.
Is he green?
Yeah.
Has he got?
Has he got green skin?
Yeah.
He's got blue fur and red mane.
I think because of the
lion, he's like a Chinese or Japanese demon.
I think because of your trippy fever dream lighting, it was hard to pick out what colour.
It'll fit in with it. It fits in with the lighting. So that's from Fury Toys. It's really good, but like the other releases they've always had like comic books and maybe even some kind of instructions of how you're supposed to put all these accessories on and stuff. But this guy, no, it just comes in a box. And
wing it.
Good luck putting all these accessories on. Make it what you will.
Remember them saying good luck?
Yeah, don't remember saying good luck. No, you bought this. You bought it on yourself. But the paint, the accessories, the soft goods, all absolutely fantastic.
Cool. Well, we welcome a
me.
bit of non-Transformers stuff on here, so it's nice to see that. Can I ask, was that quite expensive?
Oh yeah.
All right, yeah. There you go. Bisto's doing well for himself. It's fine.
Yeah, it was like
Cool trick.
It's comparable to a third-party figure of the same size.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
£500.
I shall press no further.
About 100 quid.
Well, that's not too bad. Especially when you think about what you get into the world of Transformers for £100 nowadays.
It's a heavy piece of plastic as well.
Peter.
They've painted.
Oh, sorry, go on. Yeah, well, it looks fantastic. Peter, would you like to go next?
What did I get this week? Well, I got and started building the new wave of blockies, to which, for me...
Blockies, you say?
Blockies!
What is this new product of which you speak?
It's a plastic-based model kit of some of my favourite, most beloved Transformer characters.
Well, that sounds wonderful.
Hot Rod was my standout from the wave. Such a beautiful guy. He's got blue eyes. Look how the girls can resist him. I'll never know. Look at him. He's got such a cute face. Look at that dimple in the chin.
Because he keeps killing people.
Yeah. Definitely.
Controversial.
He's the chosen one. And then
he's not.
From In Demand, I got X-Men 97 Jean Grey, or Jean Summers. Jean Grey is obviously her maiden name. Jean Summers is where she marries Scott Summers. Cyclops to all you X-Men newbies. So that was quite cool because obviously I've gone down the X-Men 97 route now for no reason other than I just fancied it one day. And now I'm in. Because why not? We haven't diversified enough in the collection. And when I was getting that, Thundertron was at a bargain basement price at In Demand. It was like £9 or something. So I thought I'd have a go. I wasn't really that fussed on the character to start with, but at £9, you can't not have a go. So I'm going to have a fiddle with him this weekend, and that was it.
Nice.
So this week,
I'm glad you picked up a Thundertron.
Just a £9 fiddle.
£9 for a fiddle.
you know.
Oh, you meant musical instrument, right? Right, okay. Sam, what have you got this week or previous week?
A couple of weeks. I have.
You've been travelling. I'm expecting something exciting here.
Oh, okay.
Or not.
Seeing the doctor on Monday.
Yeah.
Not that exciting.
Sorry, Sammy.
look at the disapproving look.
Anyway,
go on, Sam, what have you got?
I got this guy, which is X Transbot's Bone Crusher, I think. Yes. And they're brilliant. They're absolutely brilliant. Pete, I think you have them, don't you? Are you getting these guys?
No, I'm getting the Fans Toys one because I'd like to transform them.
Yeah, I'm just buying these for the bot modes because I think.
Good evening, X Transbots.
Yeah. But I'm really impressed. These 4 they've done so far are excellent, and I think they're better than the Fans Toys in a bot mode, because the Fans Toys bot modes are terrible. But I think these are great, and I think they're doing this come out like a month after the other one, so they're really chugging along. So fair play to them for that. I think that was good. Another XTB in Hyun. Misfire, isn't it? Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
I like it, but then sometimes when I look at it, I don't. I don't know, hard to describe it. There's something about it that it's not quite there. It's good enough. It's good, but there's certain angles when I look at it and think, I don't know, there's something off about it. But we don't get many, different options, do we? So we can't be too picky.
Is it because you're scared if you move his arm, he'll turn into 2 pieces?
I haven't. Now I am.
I was going to say, what kind of a question is that?
Yeah.
And he never touched it again.
No.
Is it because you're afraid he'll
Yeah.
get up at night and murder you in his sleep?
It's all right, don't worry, you'll miss.
What else? Anything else? Then now that I got this little guy, which is a accessory pack for the Roberson Grimlock, if I can open it, and it's all the waiter stuff, with the crown and the cape and the apron.
Ooh.
So I got
Is
that.
that quite hard to come by, Sam?
You get them from them. It's a limited edition. I don't know how hard it is to get by, but I have one. But
Man with all connections, it was Nat was it, Sammy?
All right, hard for mere mortals, but not for
no. So whether I display it with it all on, but I thought it would be nice to get, and it's nicely made. So I haven't got it all out yet, but she'll try that out, and that'll be fun. No, nothing else really. I got the Blocky Wave 8 as well, but that's all been talked about and shown. So
Blockies.
Yes, Blockies. So yeah, that's it really for me. Thank you.
Cool.
Decent haul, sir.
I was going to say you've got some good stuff there, especially the Roberson set, because I think that has been like quite a difficult thing for people to pick up. Really,
yeah,
that's fair to say.
I was quite lucky, quite pleased to get that. And the other ones have been over the last few weeks. The X Transbots ones, they've really thrown out so many figures in quick succession. There's been a lot with the Magic Square Combaticon, the latest one of them that came out. There was the other XTB Constructicon was about a month ago. There's been this sort of run of 4 or 5 that have come out in very quick succession. With the obviously the Fans Toys Bandit wasn't that long ago. Their Berserk, which is the Blitzwing, which is out. I haven't got mine yet, but it's on its way. So there's been this sort of first world problems. This big chunk of figures that it's like a bus, isn't it? You wait for pre-orders for a year and they all come at once. But it's been quite good.
You see, us mainline Hasbro buyers, we don't have that problem. We want to wait for them for a year, but they just turn up a month later, or a month earlier, or 2 months, or like
Merely a
tomorrow.
guide.
Yeah. Right. Oh, it's just me now, isn't it? Right. Well, I picked up a couple of things. The first thing I picked up was this guy. So this is the 5th of the Constructicons that I have picked up, and it was Scavenger that I picked up from the whole shebang toys, who randomly suddenly had him in stock. And yeah, right, controversial. He might be my favorite one so far, which is really weird because I've never had any particular affiliation with Scavenger at all, but it's actually really well made. It looks derpy, don't get me wrong, it does look a bit derpy because it's Scavenger, he looks a bit derpy, but he's actually really solid and just quite fun. And the only other thing I'll point out, you might be able to see in these photos, it looks like his hands are a different green to the rest of his arms, but when I look at it just with my naked eye, they don't look a different color. It's only through the camera lens. It's that weird thing that, like, when you take a photo of the toy, you can see the different colors. I think the Sunstreaker that we showed earlier on, that suffered from that a little bit when it came out. I don't really notice a massive difference in the greens unless I look at the photos, and there it's picked up much more clearly to me anyway. But yeah, I really like it. I can't really explain why. He's just strangely fun. He's like the other ones. He's still really solid. He's fairly posable. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't really know what else to say because it's like he shouldn't be one I like that much. Scrapper is my favorite. There's Scrapper. Yeah. See him alongside, but like,
weird. Sorry.
No. Go on. What were you going to say?
I was saying it's a weird character, isn't it, to get right, because the XTB one that's just released and the Fans Toys one look dumb. You know, because it's the design, isn't it? I think it's a really hard design to make look good.
Yeah.
In a way,
him and Bone Crusher were the two that I always thought looked the worst from the construct. They were like my least favorite ones. Yeah. So to make him good and me like that's got to be worth something, right?
Yeah.
He looks like he's out of Goldie looking chain. He just needs a. That's
not a bad thing. Goldie looking chain were great for me. Probably not so down. There he is with the rest of the crew that I've managed to pick up so far. So the only one I'm missing now is Mixmaster, but I think he's due in the next couple of weeks. I think In Demand have said they're getting theirs next week. I'm sure Hasbro Pulse have sent an email out saying that Mixmaster's coming in, if not next week, then the week after. So they are arriving. They are dropping. Soon we'll have a full Devastator.
That's it. Then, is it the whole set, then, is it?
That's the whole set. That's all 6 of them. There's old Box Gob's Gob. Yeah, I genuinely I can't really explain it, right? But I really like it. And I know you get that new toy thing where you like it because it's a new toy, but I don't think it's that. Because even though I bought it, I was excited because I got the 5th member. I wasn't excited because I got Scavenger. His back is fairly tidy. As you'd expect it to be. The shovel tucks in quite nicely. Transforms into his little shovel digger thing, whatever you want to call it, which is fine. You can notice the different greens there at the back because that's where his fists are. But it transforms easily. It's not complicated. It's got weapon storage on it. The only issue I've had with it is this. Can anybody spot the problem?
Cab alignment.
Well, kind of. It's not so much the cab alignment. The hinge is too big for the gap that it's supposed to go into. So I either need to shave down the hinge or actually shave a bit off the gap so that it fits in properly. Now, this might just be mine, so your mileage may vary and all that. But on mine, I can't get that part when he's in vehicle mode to go in properly. It physically won't fit in there. So that might be something. I'd be interested if anybody else finds the same problem.
Is it a pin or a screw?
Oh, I can't remember. Let me see if I can have a
There
look.
might be enough room if you kind of get some pliers and try and squeeze that hinge together.
I think it's a pin.
Yeah.
I think. I'm sorry, I have got him here. I think it's a pin.
The old persuader.
Yeah. I think just because it looks like the because it is just a mere like millimeter difference.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's not.
And maybe if those joints on the hinge were just a little bit closer together,
yeah,
it might go in.
Yeah, I'll have a fiddle around with him. I'm not. He's not going to be in that vehicle mode much, but of course, I think he needs to be in vehicle mode to when you attach him to Devastator. So
The shoulder, yeah.
Have you tried standing on it?
Throw it against the wall.
No, I have not. Anyway, Scavenger is a big thumbs up for me. So if you're getting him, I'm sure you'll enjoy him too. And who doesn't love old Box Gob? So he was one thing that I picked up this week. And then the other thing I picked, a couple of things, sorry. So I'm just going to coax myself into being big. There we go. So I only needed, and I know somebody in the chat's going to say, well, actually, I think you'll find it was repainted into this. I don't care. I only wanted Vector Prime, and I got the last variant of Vector Prime. I was after the Universe 2.0, I think it is, variant. Oh, nice. Now, he's not complete, so I need to pick up the bits and pieces, but he was cheap. Another vintage classic pickup. But there he is. I now have at least one of each variant of Vector Prime. And no, I don't have the repainted one into Alpha Trion, but that's Alpha Trion, that's not Vector Prime, so I don't feel I need that. So stop trying to convince me I must pay a large amount of money to buy it, live chat, as you have tried to do in the past. I don't need it. Don't want it. Don't need it. I might need it. And then the other thing I got in the post today from the lovely Mr. Gav B, he sent me some, it's hard to see them. They're the little missiles that go with the Turbo Masters, G1 Turbo Masters. He had a bag of them. And as he knows, I've got some Turbo Masters and I've got some Predators. He sent me it so that I can have a collection of the missiles for the always go missing off the toys that you buy. So thank you very much, Gav, for that. You thought it was a bag of what?
Drugs.
Please, as if I'd have shown that on camera. Anyway, let's move on rapidly. Right. Has anybody else got? Is that everything? Have we covered everything? Anybody found something they had hidden away they've forgotten about?
Gav, if you've got the missiles for animated, that'd be amazing.
Send him nothing, Gav. Anyway, right. So that's pickups. Shall we do a bit of foreplay, a bit of Soundwave foreplay?
Lynn, these are sex people.
What do you mean?
They're sex swappers. Lynn, this is DEFCON 1. Look. Look. Don't make the same noise as them. They'll think you want to join in.
And remember, kids, just say no to drugs. Right. Soundwave. I'm not going to say what's your favorite Soundwave, but tonight, with Soundwave being in the news with the Studio Series 86 figure, we are going to show you some of our recommended Soundwave figures, the ones that we've got, that we have in our collections, that we enjoy. And we've each tried to pick a different Soundwave version. So we're not all going to say the same one, he hopes. Right. Would Sam, would you like to go first? I think yes, I think we'll pick you for this one. I'm just going to make you big so you can show off your Soundwave. That's not a euphemism.
I have two, but I'm going to do one first. I think if it was easy for me, it's him. And this one's a bit old and battered now, obviously, but I think it's the best one, most fun memories, obviously, because of when I had it. And I think if anyone was going to get a Soundwave to play around with, it'd be that. I think, just love it. You know, there's so many fond memories of playing with it. This isn't my. I bought this. This isn't my exact one from when I was a kid, but I bought this again. I have the other. I do have my original, but it's really beaten up and bruised. But yeah, that's my favorite one that I've got. I have the Masterpiece ones. I actually got rid of one, and they're great, but they're not as fun as that. They're not as that's Soundwave to me. This one. Something
about that original G1 packaging, and I realize it's the nostalgia to a certain extent for those of us of a certain age, but it looks just incredible. It is art. It just is beautiful.
it's battered. Obviously.
Where did you? You said that wasn't your original. Did you pick that up over here in the UK, or was it when one of your journeys to America?
I got this off eBay.
Right.
A long while ago. I think it has everything, and it didn't cost me a ridiculous amount of money. But I mean, when I saw it, I thought, oh, I need that, And yes, it is beaten up and that, but it's just memories, isn't it, of that toy? It's just the clunkiness of the legs when they unraveled the feet, everything about it. Like all the G1 toys, it just stood there. It didn't do much, but it was great.
Yeah. I mean, he was fairly articulated for G1 toy, wasn't he?
I think for G1, he's one of the best. He really is.
Mm.
Well, he is just boxes on boxes. So he doesn't, whereas everyone else has to be like cars and dinosaurs and stuff. He's just a box that turns into.
It's the little things as well, though, isn't it? Like the weapons storage where they turn into the batteries, and you can store the batteries in the back of the alt mode. It's just all really well thought out. Very Takara.
The proportions really work, and he's really cool silhouette.
Yep. So there you go. That's me. Love him. And it's weird, isn't it? I know we've said this a million times, but being a kid at 5, 6, 7 playing with toys, and you're playing with a tape recorder, which didn't do it. It did transformed, and you can't swish it around because you could, but it was weird. But it still had that. I don't know. It was one of my favourite ones.
It's clever, like what Bob Budiansky did, giving it obviously a background to the character and the kind of a bit of explanation as to why he might turn into what he turns into. And then the cartoon did a lot of the heavy lifting, and that was carried on in the comic books as well. That's definitely a very good choice, Sam. Did you say you had a second one as well?
Yes. Do you want to do that now?
On. Yeah.
Just transformed it very carefully because I didn't want to break it.
Pete, was that you making those strange?
1 week and he's gone rogue.
Oh,
him is just incredible for Lego. It's spectacular. It really is. I don't know what else to say about it. The way it transforms, I'll transform it when you guys are talking and show you the other mode. But I just love it. I mean, Lego's awesome anyway, but they're getting better and better. I thought the Prime was good, but this is just wonderful.
How long did the build take you on that?
I tend to do it not in one go. I'll do it over a week. So there you go, it's broken.
Oh no!
Oh no! It's fine. It's supposed to come off. It's Lego.
Yeah, it just pops it. I don't tend to do them all at once. I might do a bag or two a night just because it's quite therapeutic. Lego.
Say that, drugs, kids. Say that, drugs.
As soon as he said a bag or two, and
oh shit!
My first thought was
sorry.
Back on the drugs.
Bag of Lego.
Bag of Lego. Oh dear me.
I'll get my coat. So yeah.
So he is worth picking up. You think?
I absolutely think he is. He's brilliant. And it's fun. It's complicated, but it's not complicated. If that makes sense. The way all the hinges, you build the hinges, and how it transforms is excellent. It's really clever. So I think that's a definite recommend if you like the character or if you like Lego.
But who doesn't? Who doesn't like Lego?
Yeah.
And who doesn't like Soundwave? That's the thing.
Yeah.
Tell us in the live chat so we can ostracize you. Right. Who should we go to next? Bisto, would you like to tell us who your chosen Soundwave is this evening?
Okay. Beside me having a panic attack that someone's going to drop his Lego Soundwave. I think I was panicking more than anyone else.
It is Lego. He could rebuild it.
Yeah. Oh, but have you ever seen that clip of like Harrison Ford tossing like the Millennium Falcon Lego kit? It's just brought me back. So I got the MP Soundwave. Look at this boy. This is a KO. But I don't normally go in for that type of thing. But I was at a TF UK con. It was the second one. Was it the first? I'm not sure. But Ben Collectible was there, and he was selling off a load of his stuff because one of his moves to Canada. I think it was his latest. He was most recent one,
wasn't he? Yeah.
And so he had this, and he had all the tapes. And he just absolutely fantastic. You could give him yellow eyes, which is always a must. Absolutely brilliant proportions. With this, it also came with this tape it's got sound chips on it. So you press it's got some.
Oh, it's got sound effects.
Oh.
Well, that sounded like somebody doing some kind of satanic incantation.
I think this is Japanese voice.
Oh, right. Like, it's really hard to pick up on the mic, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Yeah, I definitely.
Well, yeah, we're just doing a satanic ritual across the platforms to show now. But yeah, he's just really cool. Got some nice clackety ratchets, which is always good. And yeah, just a really nice. Again, they've just ate the original with how they do the weapon storage, and it's just a really cool update of the figure. I want to say got on really good.
Yeah, he was great
because they've got the size and stuff. They can do the chest at a decent proportions rather than just having to make it too big.
Yeah,
Put it on. So really cool. MP, albeit KO Soundwave.
Nice. I like it.
Nice.
I think I'll go next. And I kind of like if I had to choose somebody else's one, I think they're all good choices tonight. But the G1 Soundwave was wonderful. However, for a modern version of Soundwave that fits in with my kind of current collecting, I have to go with the Legacy Soundwave that I not too long ago picked up. Now, as well as having a fantastic bot mode that so far hasn't yellowed like the Netflix Soundwaves did, just to remind those poor people who have the yellowed Soundwaves, and looking fantastic and having Buzzsaw as he did, who's currently in his chest, and all the other awesome things about this version of Soundwave, which is truly excellent. I was looking at some photos of the new Studio Series 86 one in its alt mode, and yes, I won't have it in its alt mode much. I think the alt mode on this looks better than the Studio Series 86 one. Have a look if you have a chance to have a look at the back. It's the back of the alt mode. Again, how often are you going to look at it from the back? But it's little things like that can put you off. I'm still going to buy it though. But anyway, I would highly recommend this Legacy version of Soundwave. I really, really like it. It would be for me between as a modern version, this or the Siege one. I really like the Siege one, but the Siege one doesn't really turn into the tape deck. It turns into a space cruiser thing that doesn't really look like anything. I know that people have shown there's like fan modes of it in a tape deck. And I think also a lamppost for the Siege one. But this one is just peak. It just looks fantastic. It's posable. The joints are good. The colors are good. It just works on so many levels. And it's still available in a lot of places. I think you can pick up this version of Soundwave quite fairly easily if you want to. Primetime Toys put a thing on today actually saying that they have them. So anybody who is looking for a Soundwave and maybe Studio Series 86 doesn't take all their fancy, I highly recommend Legacy. I think he is fantastic.
Order this weekend, you'll get a free Mad Ball.
Yeah, that's right. If you do order this weekend from Prime, you will get a free Mad Ball. Well remembered, Bisto. I'd forgotten about that as well. I noticed that Jacob put the comment on there about Transformers Prime Soundwave, which is again a really cool Soundwave toy. I think you have to like the aesthetic though, because it's very different from what we were used to as a Soundwave. I also think it's one of the best versions of Soundwave we've had in cartoon media. When you actually watch it, he doesn't really say much. He doesn't really, you know, when he does talk, it matters. But it's the way he carries himself. If you haven't watched Transformers Prime, that's well worth watching for that version of Soundwave. Just be prepared to accept it isn't going to look like any Soundwave you've really seen before. And that's my choice, which was Legacy Soundwave. Peter, would you like to tell us which Soundwave, which is inferior to all of ours, you have chosen?
For me, there was only one logical choice, and up till TFN, it would have been the Hasbro Toys R Us exclusive Soundwave with his cassettes. But when a third-party company called Robot Paradise brought out their version of Soundwave, it was a must-have. It was, and it still is, quite possibly my favourite version of Soundwave, including the recently announced Studio Series 86. It is so heavy, you could smash a window, you could bludgeon but death with it. It genuinely is so weighty, so much diecast.
Let's not talk about bludgeoning people.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna get bloody.
I was going to say that's the only for anybody watching who's not aware. There's certain words and phrases which YouTube can interpret as being
sorry, Paul.
dodgy, shall we say? And
really?
Yeah. So we have to be careful. It's ridiculous. I don't know what's going on there, but yeah. Oh dear.
It's a great.
The cassettes are cool. I bought so the cassettes don't come with Soundwave, so I got these from Omega Lock. So, and I just think the issue with a lot of the Takara and the Hasbro official masterpieces is just that they were the first versions. So people, third-party companies have taken those designs and improved upon them. Had it been potentially the other way around, the Hasbro and Takara stuff could have been a bit better going forward. But we were talking about Ravages earlier. The Robot Paradise Ravage
that's decent.
Excellent. It really is. It's just such a cool version. So it can be done. Even the Laserbeakers, quality as well. It's just such a good version of the toy. And Robot Paradise, whether it's fans' toys, whether it's Joe Blogs, Transformers, whatever. I'm not here to cast aspersions. It's just a fantastic version. It's just a fantastic version of the toy.
Emma Andrews has commented that the problem with the masterpiece is that he already has them.
How do we restrict?
I'll find out how we ban people. It's fine. Don't worry. Can I just ask a quick question, because it's the third-party version, right? So yes. I don't go in. You don't need to go into specifics, but in terms of price, how does something like that and the tapes, which you said you have to buy separately, how does that match up with either the mainline or the masterpiece versions?
So the mainline, the mainline one, I got that at TFN a good few years ago, and I think the Toys R Us one I paid $180 maybe for, and it contained the cassettes, so it was almost like a gift set. Whereas this, I got it for a very reasonable price, secondhand from Primetime Toys, for Soundwave, and I bought the cassettes from Omega Lock at TFN. So I think it was probably 50-60 quid more.
Right. But you can, smash a window with it.
You can break into
car radio.
The old style car radio. He's tried.
Yeah, you can't. It's all plastic. Whereas
Just
this
bounces
is
back off the window.
solid metal. But
Fantastic.
it's hard, right? Because it was a lovely toy for so long, and if Robot Paradise hadn't done this, I'd have been very happy with that Soundwave going forward. But it's what happens, isn't it? It's what happens with our collections. We have a version of a toy or a character, and then someone else brings out another version, and you're at a crossroads. Do you get that one, or do you not? Kind of thing. That's where I was.
It never ends, does it? As
It
Simon
never
Furman
ends.
has said many times, it never ends. Right. This does end though. So, have you transformed him?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
let's have a look.
Hey,
Look at it.
It's amazing. It really is.
Fantastic.
So there you go. It's well worth getting.
Fantastico.
Put it down
Right.
before you drop it.
Yeah, don't drop it. Right. Shall we have a little bit of a social corner, Pedro? Are we
Let's do it.
prepared? Let's do it.
My Amish friends call me Lorna. I'm coming out of the fauna. If my cat died, I would mourn her. It's time for social corner.
Can't look directly at the screen.
What I love is, for those who don't know, when we use the StreamYard that we use, as admin people, we can see everybody during the video clips, whereas normally, if you just guess, you can't. So I can see everybody's reaction. And watching your reaction to that was just the shake of the head. Anyway, I'm sorry. I would have played the new one that Paul has, but I can't find the damn thing. So let's just go with that. Social corner, Pete. Stick it in there. Let's go.
Arc 83 on Blue Sky, who is based in the UK, I believe, has a complete Devastator. And he looks gorgeous with in the background with Megatron in front. Studio Series 86 Megatron. We've obviously discussed how that is a bloody wonderful toy, but Devastator looks great. And I, for one, can't wait to complete mine. Very, 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 very excited. Boop La Boop.
That's a good shot.
On Blue Sky, quality tag name. So a few of their decent photos. Studio Series Transformers 1 Prime and the Bumblebee Ironhide, I think, and Rise of the Beast RC, which is a great photo, but it's just only a face a mother would love. Look at it. It's just scary, isn't it? Anyway, let's not dwell on RC. It's an excellent photo.
Oh,
Love
cool.
this.
Yes.
That's really cool.
Mine a Megatron.
Oh, who's that?
Bit of Sentinel.
Who took
Studio
that?
Series TF1 Studio Series Sentinel Prime.
Are these both by the same person?
Yeah, they're all they all are. They all
Oh,
are.
that's bloody brilliant. That is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That light,
I like
that
that one.
lighting, spotlight is wonderful.
Yeah, and the way they've managed to illuminate the eyes as well. And one more from them that I just thought was wicked. I might pick up this Brawn because I thought about getting this Brawn for ages, but
it's a bit of a hidden gem, but you'll have to see if you can pick it
no,
up.
that's the Studio Series 86 one.
Oh, sorry.
Everyone knows about the Bumblebee one. Everyone knows about that. Cover voice shots. The way they've got the light in just illuminates the detail on Studio Series 86 Megatron. I feel like this is going to be a lot of people's bot of the year. We get into what we now towards the end of September. We've only got a couple of months left. So many people, I think, have been overjoyed with this toy.
it's amazing, isn't it, the journey we go on with these toys. Like it's only a couple of months ago we're going like, oh, he's got blue legs.
Yeah.
It's just complete, obviously once he's come out, everyone's got him in hand and absolutely loved him.
Daniel Brandt and his plastic robots, TF1 Studio Series RC, which I think hopefully in demand are getting in the next week or so as well. Certainly, I pre-ordered it at the same time as the last two Constructicons.
Colour's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
A later one.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a later one, yeah.
And the head sculpt is gorgeous. Did I say RC?
Mm-hmm.
You not really. I'm quite new to the fandom.
I didn't actually hear properly, but it is a later one. I kind of confirm.
I could have told you that. Macatron with Bowser in with the G1
Pretender and Intruder. One of these does not belong.
But looks like
imagine a Pretender Bowser figure.
Yes. That's the
That'd be
crossover
cool.
we need. That's the crossover we need.
So much mischief in that picture, isn't there?
It's great work.
Yeah.
Another Devastator.
Just an awesome picture. That's the Core Class Prime.
That
Just
works well.
scales. Yeah, it just scales perfectly with Devastator. I just love that picture. So we've shown Zode 340's pictures before, but Dame Chock shared
It's good.
a
Look at
homage
that.
to the War Dawn. Yeah.
Is that
Such
the 86 Prime?
I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It looks really good, doesn't it, with the cloud effects and
Yeah.
And that was a short but very, very sweet social corner this week.
So sweet. Right, shall we? Thank you for that very much for that, by the way, Pete. That was lovely. There's some great photos and things in there as well. Shall we have a bit of a quiz before we do our discussion?
Let's have it.
Let's have it. As always, join in at home, wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the Dance, said he. No, that's something else. So we will do our quiz as we usually do. 5 questions with a tiebreaker at the end, which in recent weeks we've made a next goal wins.
won't need that with me.
But we'll see. It might just be. We just keep changing the rules because we don't care. It's just a bit of fun. It's all just a bit of fun. So, as usual, gentlemen, if you could please go into the private chat so that we can type in your answers in there. If you could make sure any YouTube that you are watching or anything where you would see the live chat is also off for the moment, even though we supposedly have a 30-second delay, just to make sure there's no cheating for those people who sit and wait and think for a long time. Because we wouldn't want to be dishonest with it, even though it's just a bit of fun. It's just a bit of fun. It doesn't matter. It's just a bit of fun. And I should probably get the quiz ready so that we can actually use it. Otherwise, it's going to be not much of a quiz. Right, we are ready. Are you ready, contenders?
Yes.
He's flapping the hands at the camera side. Are you ready? All right, yeah, he's ready. He's up for it. Right, okay. So 5 questions. I think all of them, but the tiebreaker are multiple choice. Yes, they are. I should know because I did write them. And as always, all of these questions and the answers to them were taken from the information on the TF Wiki. Should you have any complaints about any of the answers or any part of the quiz, please direct any complaint emails to tfwiki@wedon'tcare.com. Right, question number 1. Remember, you only have to write A, B, or C for your answer. So, light my fuse and I'll race like a rocket is the bio quote for which Transformer? Is it A, Sizzle, B, Road Pig, or C, Lugnuts? So, light my fuse and I'll race like a rocket is the bio quote for which Transformer? Is it A, Sizzle, B, Road Pig, or C, Lugnuts? Oh, and we have our answers already. We have a very quick answers this week. Right, so let's have a look. So you had 3 options there: Sizzle, Road Pig, and Lugnuts. Bisto has gone for Road Pig. Sam has gone for Lugnuts, and Pete has gone for Sizzle. So 3 different answers, but who's right? Who's correct? It's only Bisto. Well done, Bisto. It was Road Pig. It was Road Pig's bio quote. Fantastico. And the crowd goes wild. Right. We move on. Question number 2. So it's 1 point to Bisto, 0 points to Pete, and 0 points to Sam. But there's everything to play for. Plenty of time to turn it around. Number 2. Speaking of the Decepticon Lugnuts from Transformers Cybertron, what other name did Lugnuts go by?
Dave.
Is it A, Roadstorm, B, Sandstorm, or C, Thunderstorm? So the Decepticon Lugnuts from Transformers Cybertron had another name they occasionally went by. Not in the cartoon, but apparently that he went by, according to the TF Wiki. Was it A, Roadstorm, B, Sandstorm, or C, Thunderstorm?
So it wasn't in any visual media. It wasn't in any written media.
Oh, it might have been. I didn't read it that closely. If only because I remember this quiz 10 minutes before we came on. So, you know, sometimes you just have to go with it as quick as you can. Right. Once again, our 3 contestants have all answered differently. So, Sam, you went for A, which was Roadstorm. Pete, you went for C, which was Thunderstorm. And Bisto, you went for B, which is Sandstorm. The correct answer is, in fact, A. His other name he went by was Roadstorm.
Right.
TF Wiki. So Sam gets a point. So it's now 1 point to Bisto, 1 point to Sam, and 0 point to Pete.
Can I retire now that I got a point? I'm happy.
No. Question number 3.
Re-question.
We continue as we ignore our guest requests. Right, question number 3. A bit of G1 for you. So we should all be fairly au fait with this. In which episode of the G1 cartoon did Outback make his debut? So in which episode of the G1 cartoon did Outback make his debut? Was it A, 5 Faces of Darkness Part 1? Was it B, 5 Faces of Darkness Part 2? Or was it C, 5 Faces of Darkness Part 2? Let's mix it up a bit with a bit of French there. So A for Part 1, B for Part 2, C for Part 3. Dun, dun, dun. We need some music really behind this, but anyway. Ooh, for the first time, we've had a repeated answer from a couple of our contestants. So the question was, in which episode of the G1 cartoon did Outback make his debut? You had to choose between Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. Sam, you went for Part 2, and Bisto and Pete, you both went for Part 3. The correct answer was Part 1. So sadly, nobody gets a point on that one. Everybody fails. But together, so it's okay. We don't mind it.
Together.
Now, collective failure.
We all fail together.
Exactly. It's like the government. Right. Number 4. We're all massive fans of the critically acclaimed classic Transformers The Last Night. What did the imprisoned Decepticon Berserker, that's his name, Berserker, threaten to do to his human captors? Was it A, crush... I should have put that as an answer. A, crush their skulls. B, sleep with their wives. Or C, drink their blood. So, Berserker, in The Last Night, he threatened his human captors. Did he threaten to A, crush their skulls, B, sleep with their wives, or C, drink their blood? But obviously not watch the film, because that would just be too heinous. You just nobody's
no one deserves that.
Nobody.
It could have been all of the above, really. I don't know.
It could have been. That's the point of making it multiple choice. Otherwise, it'd be easy. Otherwise, I'd just give you one option. Right. Okay. So let's have a look. Oh, you've all gone for different answers. Pete, you went for A, crush their skulls. Sam went for B, sleep with their wives. And Bisto went with C, drink their blood. And Bisto was correct. It was C. Apparently, according to the film, Berserker, the Transformer, would suck humans dry of blood.
Because he's a vampire.
Michael Bay! Anyway, there you go. Shall we move on? We're all massive fans of that one. Right, so Bisto, you lead by 2 points to 1. Pete, am I correct in saying you still have nil point?
Night to forget. That's right.
A last night to forget. Anyway, question number 5. According to the wiki, remember, not me, the wiki, How many official toys of G1 character Dion have there been? Is it A, 2? Is it B, 3? Or is it C, 4? And I gave you a little visual representation there to help you. A, 2, B, 3, C, 4. Give me your answers. A, B, or C. 2, 3, or 4.
It's Dion.
Everybody's answers are in. I like the pace. Right, let's have a look. Once again, you've all gone for different answers. So, Pete, you went for A, which was 2 Dions. Sam, you went for C, which was 4 Dions. And Bisto, you went for 3 Dions. The correct answer was 3 Dions so far. So, Bisto, you get the points to give you an unassailable 3 points to 1 to none lead.
Who's
Unless
Dion?
Yeah, who's Dion?
Dion, you know, D-I-O-N.
No, yeah, who are they? Are
Do you not remember
Transformers
from
characters?
War Dawn? You know, from War Dawn. He was up there, Orion Pax's mate.
Oh, yeah, dead.
Along with, what's her face? What was the female
Ariel.
one called? Ariel, thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
should remember her name, named after dish cleaner stuff.
Little Mermaid.
Anyway, right. The Mermaid. Yeah, there's that too, although I think that came later. Right. So obviously, Bisto, you have won. But as per the rules of our game, we have a tiebreaker question. And it's next goal
Well, I
wins.
can win.
So this
Yeah.
is where Pete tends to shine. So here we go. Well, Bisto, you are the moral and spiritual winner of the competition. Anybody can steal it off you now. Sam's got his game face on. He looks serious.
Good.
Let's do this. This is one of those questions like we got at TFN, where you have to guess the date, the air date. So, War Dawn was first aired. That's the one that Dion's in. War Dawn was first aired on what date? I need the month and the year. So this was a G1 cartoon. The month and I don't need the actual date. I don't need like the 23rd or anything, but I need the month and the year. So think back, G1 cartoon. What year would it have been? What month might it have been? Whoever's closest wins. In your own time, Pete. You can type at something anytime you want. Take a guess. Sam's got his guess in. Bisto's got his guess in.
Tuesday.
Was it a Tuesday? Bisto thinks it was.
It was a
And
Tuesday in
Peter
June, I'm
was it?
sure.
Yeah.
So all guesses are in. I don't know why I decided to separate out the answers because it's the last one. Sam, you went for May of 1986.
Yeah.
Bisto went for Tuesday of June. you know, Tuesday of June, 1986 as well. And Pete, you went a little bit rogue. You went March 1985. You absolute madman.
Crazy person.
The correct answer is December of 1985, which means that the closest
No, surely.
is Sam, who's only 5 months out. There's no need for abuse. Pete has left the stream.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
Oh, that was worth it. Just to
Well, it depends if it was a leap year or not.
No, he doesn't. Anyway, congratulations to Bisto and also to Sam for nothing else annoying Pete. Let's go for a discussion, guys.
Congratulations.
We now return to the Transformers.
Right, so tonight's discussion. It may or may not be a controversial one. We're about to find out. So we saw at Battersea this week the reveal of a new Titan. It was certainly hyped up on social media that we were having a reveal of a new Titan, and it's unnamed as yet. Will be named, but we certainly saw pictures of it, which I'm going to share in a moment. So the question that we wanted to pose to all of you and you guys at home is, what do we think of this? Is this great news? It's a new Transformer. It's a Titan, no less. Or are we going to be a bit more cynical? And is this just something just to sell some merchandise? What do we think? Have at it, boys. Who would like to go first?
I go on, Sammy.
No, can you carry on? You started. You carry on.
I think it's quite clever, really, isn't it? Because Battersea will stick around as long as it's a success. And if there is a way they can make everything a bit stickier, and I don't mean it in a grotesque way, but I mean it's almost like creating a character of Battersea and getting a comic, and because I initially thought they were announcing a Titan and there was going to be a toy as well. So I'm quite glad there isn't a toy, but I'm quite glad as well that there is a story. I don't know. It'd be interesting where they take it, but why?
Just to pull you up on something you said there. Sorry, you mentioned about a toy. They never actually said it was going to be a toy, did they?
No.
I mean, they were quite clever with the wording on the promotional material in advance of it. They just said the reveal of a new Titan. And I think some people assumed, and I'll throw myself in there, I kind of assumed, we're getting a new Titan figure. So is that just clever marketing? Really?
Yeah.
You know, it's the wording of it? Or should people be annoyed? I don't know. It's Sam, what were you going to say before?
I mean, it is marketing. All is, isn't it? You know, all of this stuff is. I think, you know, and any, you know, saying, is it a marketing ploy to sell more toys or merchandise is what Transformers is built on, isn't it? You know, that's the whole point of when it started, was to sell toys. I think it's good. I was lucky enough to help with some of the promotion of it. I think linking it to the store, to Battersea, to its location, I think it's good. I think if they'd have just had gone, look, we got a new character, and just put a big poster up and sold posters, might not have had the same effect, but they've got people involved to write a story, you know, do artwork. It's going to be a 12-issue comic, I think.
Yes, 12 issues, one a month.
You know,
well, actually, I have some more information on it. So while you're just making your point, I'm just going to find that. So,
you know, Simon Furman was involved. It was obviously done in. It was by Hasbro, wasn't it? Approved and done with them. I think it's a good achievement. I know a lot of hard work's gone into it. From what I know, unfortunately I wasn't able to be there on Wednesday, but we know people that were, and from all accounts, it was a very good day. They had guests, you know, lots of guests there, and all that good stuff. And I think whatever they can do to keep the store not going, that sounds a bit dramatic, but you know, give it more of a foothold. We are lucky that we have this store in London, and who are willing, by the looks of it, to do a lot more things. Obviously, their fundamental goal is to sell things, isn't it? It's a shop, you know. Yeah. It wouldn't be there if that wasn't the goal. So yeah, I don't know. I like it. I just think it's a good thing that we're getting something, and something in England, something in London has created a new character, and we're able to go there, see it, and if they carry it on, I think it's great. I don't see a negative to it, really. I think it can only benefit from it. You don't have to go and buy a T-shirt, but if you want to buy the comics and read a new story, you can. And I think people are always saying, you know, to keep this franchise going, you need more stories, and you need new ideas, and this is that. And I think it's a positive.
What about you, Bisto?
Well, I can't help but think there's just something about it that just smells just a little bit. I'm sorry, but I think the way that it was done, I think words have meaning and they have power. And if you say you're going to reveal a new Titan, the expectation is that is a Titan class toy figure. Even like within certain chats, everything like that, people are discussing, what is going to be a repaint? Is it going to be this? There's no one going, hey, I think you might need to temper your expectations. There's no one saying, they do that. If they would have been from the get-go announcing this Transformers Day, we're going to unveil our store mascot. It's going to be amazing and awesome. I wouldn't have a problem with it. But I think the way that they've done it, they're almost saying like, we've got this exclusive from Transformers. It's like, they've got an exclusive from yourselves. I mean, who owns this character?
I don't know. You've done it. So it was signed off.
Does Event Marketing Limited or Event Merchandising Limited own it, or does Hasbro own it?
Good question.
Who's when they sell the T-shirts or everything like that, Hasbro getting a cut of that money, or is it all going to Event Merchandising Limited?
I think it's all officially licensed, isn't it?
You'd imagine Hasbro will be getting some element of it.
I think it was done in association with them. I think, from what I understand, they had to sign it off. So
I've got some information. I'll tell you, I'll read this out to you. Right, yeah. This is the information. So there was a bit of a Q&A session, and with Simon Furman, and he answered some questions kind of about this. So I'll read off some of the bits that we've got from this, and then we'll see if that changes any of your opinions on anything.
Oh yeah, I'm open to change.
So, of course, we all are. Right, the new Titan story will be published obviously via the monthly comic. The name of the Titan we know is decided via the fan vote that's going on at the moment. It's apparently the first time Simon Furman's written a full story about a Titan, although he wrote a bit about Metroplex in the past. There won't be any city speakers in this new story, so some people were asking about that. The story will be based around 1986, and for those who haven't picked up on it or are aware of it, this Titan transforms into the Battersea power station where the shop is based, just in case you didn't know that. The comic will be very G1. The Titan won't speak. He isn't Autobot or Decepticon, but he is a weapon that can be used apparently by other Titans. Furman had to do a lot of research, and they want to give logic to the origins of this Titan. There was no clear answer about whether there will be a Titan Master involved in this. And obviously we know that there's names you can vote for. Apparently Simon Furman's favourite was Turbinus Maximus. Fans asked about a transformable toy, but Furman confirmed there are no plans for it currently. However, he did say if fans want it, Hasbro may make one. It would be complicated even for a non-transformable toy. The Titan is supposedly a triple changer. So he's robot, he's energy plant, and also the weapon that I mentioned before, which other Titans can use. His turbines are the cannons. And an early idea was for this Titan to be the head of Fortress Maximus, but it wasn't approved. Something about it being too big to deal with. The story, the comic book, will have 12 parts, one per month, and the Titan has no gender. It's an ancient and mysterious transformer from another planet and time. About the design, Battersea stakeholders, you'll be surprised to hear, had to approve the design, and I had to be careful to present the Titan as a weapon. They're going to try and explore the best they can about what it means to be a Titan during the 12 chapters of the comic book. So, given all of that, is there any information in that or anything that has made us change our minds, or has it just had no effect, or what do we think?
I think
you see, if this was fan-led or creator-led, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But I think it's just the cynical side of it is like, you're just trying to, brute force your IP into the Transformers canon. Whereas, a lot of people in the fandom themselves have done some very hard work, and like even when there's a cartoon or an official comic book which introduces Titans, they don't have this generate this kind of fanfare. There's something just about it that just gives me the ick, and I can't really quantify why. I just feel a certain ickiness about it, but I like the people who are writing the comic book, and I'm like, or is it a comic book or a fold-out poster? I don't know. But,
I think it's gonna be a comic book.
yeah.
They said something about it being poster format. So does that mean, like you just said, that it comes as a poster with the story on one side of it that you fold out and you read, and the other side being a poster that you can put up of whatever the artwork is? I assume this guy. Yeah.
Battle Spree, we should have called him.
Spree.
Yeah.
Is that why you got the other? Didn't use that name?
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't ask you for the name. No, I don't like.
Or Bob Budiansky. They didn't ask Bob Budiansky for the names. He would have come up with some belters. But,
like I've realised I haven't really given any opinion on this. My personal opinion is I don't mind this. I think, like quite a few people, I was a bit disappointed when I realised, it's just a comic book character, and it's clearly to tie in with Battersea, which I get completely. Like you said, Sam, we're very lucky to have this dedicated Transformers store here in the UK, in London. You know, hopefully we'll, if it does well, we could get more around the country a bit, seeing as not everything's always completely London central. But I get also why some people were really hoping for an actual Titan toy and then were a bit nonplussed by this. I understand kind of both sides of the argument. The only thing I'd say is it's always nice to see a new character and something new added to the Transformers lore. So it's not just, it's Metroplex again, or it's Fortress Maximus again. But by the same count, I'd have really been happy with a new Metroplex or a new Fortress Maximus. So it's...
I see, documentation that this character is owned by Hasbro, it'd make me feel a lot better.
I assume they must have the rights to it, because if he said if we want it, if enough people want it, they can make a toy out of it. But
that's just
the whole store's licensed, isn't it? And from what I know, it had to be approved. It went through Hasbro. Yeah. So I think
it's got a Transformers name on it, right?
Yeah. So
so do we. But anyway, but let's not talk about that right now.
Yeah,
I think it can only be a positive. I don't see a negative to adding something new to the world, as in Transformer world.
Look at it.
I think it should have been handled better.
If we look at it a different way, it can be, I guess, held in a quite a positive light that Battersea has done, whether it's in terms of sales numbers or the job they've done with PR and all the rest of it, that they've got themselves to a level where Hasbro would consider input from them in terms of creating a new character or perhaps a new toy. And I think that should be applauded. I think let's be honest, had there been probably an announcement at Battersea that there was going to be a new Titan, and for, I don't know, 2 months or 3 months or whatever, you could only get that from Battersea, for the first 3 months or something. Would that have created a little bit more? Would people have been a little bit more impressed and a little bit more buzzing? Maybe. We don't know. But I think the fact is they've gone from nothing. They're a dedicated Transformers store, and to get Hasbro to, I guess, pay attention. Is that the right description? To really buy into what they're doing in terms of this character and all the rest of it. I mean, look, if you think the whole globe and what they've agreed to create, they've agreed to let a character about Battersea Power Station be created. It's quite cool. It's quite cool, and I get the challenge that you've got with it, Bisto, and I think you're right. There is a little bit of cynicism when you look at Hasbro's a toy manufacturer and they've got no intention of building a toy unless people clamber over it. So why sign it off? However, I think the Battersea shop guys are doing a fantastic job, and maybe this is recognition for that.
Yeah, well,
Sorry, go on, this.
Hasbro had licenses with other, larger companies and, characters have appeared in Transformer comic books who will never be part of the Transformers line. So, that, Death said, well, when they were back in Marvel, when they had Marvel characters in there, just because they've said they've allowed it and it's been a thing doesn't necessarily mean they're being very canny of saying it's not an Autobot or a Decepticon. They're not putting any of those logos on it. But like I say, I think that had they, from the get-go, been transparent and gone, we're going to be revealing this brand new character that we've got. It's going to be a store mascot. He's going to be a Titan-sized character. And we're going to be doing this big reveal for Transformers Day. We're great with. But the fact that it was all nudge, nudge, wink, wink, we're going to be revealing a Titan, guys. But on your other point, if they would have revealed a Titan and they had a 3-month exclusivity on it, people would have been even more pissed off. Across the world, everyone would be pissed off.
I think the marketing was both. I get it. It was a little bit ambiguous as to when we were saying we're revealing a Titan, what that actually meant, which is why I think they get away with it in a way, because they didn't say it's a toy. They never said that. They said they were revealing a new Titan. Right. But I think that is also quite clever marketing, because the interest was huge. Lots of people wanted to see what it was. I think it'd be really hard to have this made into a toy, if I'm being completely honest, because I don't see how you, unless the character becomes incredibly popular from the comic books, which for a non-speaking character who's neither an Autobot nor Decepticon might be a bit tougher, then I don't see how you sell, it turns into Battersea Power Station to an international audience. It works for Battersea Power Station, and I think they've done a very good job.
I'll have you know, in Brazil, there's a very big demographic with fans of Battersea Power Station.
So we'll get the Brazilian fans in tonight.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I understand what the problem is with them not, them teasing something to release, because it's a very popular thing to do. You tease something. They didn't say they were going to do, they didn't insinuate it was a character and then not do it. They didn't take a pre-order for a load of money and then go, oh no, it's only just a poster you're getting of a picture.
All right, let's not talk about the advent calendar, the Blocky's advent calendar then, shall we? Because that's a grift. Bloody hell.
I don't know.
I think
they're not making people buy these things, are they? I think
no. That's it. Everybody has the choice at the end of the day. Realistically, you don't have to buy all this merch and stuff. You don't have to buy into it, but then you also don't have to necessarily hate on it, do you? It's just another part of the Transformers universe. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. It's no different to any other part of the Transformers universe. No. I think they were clever to just market it as a Titan and say we're revealing a Titan, because I think there will have been people who know. Oh yeah, but at the same time, by being like ambiguous about it, you had the whole thing of there was a hell of a lot. If you looked at posts, Sam, I'm sure you did. There was a lot of people thinking it was a toy, and there wasn't anything to suggest that it wasn't a toy. And I think that's why there's been some disappointment. Which you could say it's not necessarily their fault. They were just said it was going to be a Titan. I think like Bisto said, if they'd said straight away it's a comic book character who will be a Titan and just left it at that, I think people would have. I don't think you'd be getting the complaints that some people have made about it.
You'd probably get the complaints up front, but yeah, I do get that. I understand that if people are disappointed, I don't know. I mean, you tease things, don't you? And you part of that tease is to get people to make up their own mind to see what they.
You've got to draw people in, haven't you? You've got to have a hook. And let's be honest, it was one hell of a hook. I think from a marketing point of view, they'd be chuffed because it worked in the sense there was a massive amount of interest in this.
Yeah, maybe Transformers the show could get their own Titan next week, eh?
We have our own Titan. Well, Paul is coming back, so
Yeah.
that kind of counts. He's pretty tall.
I'd be quite happy to keep holding the name if I'm honest.
Yeah, it's.
But I guess to your point, Andy, Jermaine made a really good point in his comment just now that one of the things they said in the Q&A was as soon as people got wind of the debate about or the assumption that the Titan was going to be a toy, they took steps to try and move away. So Hasbro knew what they were doing. Do you know what I mean? Ambiguous. It gets loads of people interested. You're right. They didn't say it was a toy, but we haven't had a Titan class toy for X amount of time now. So the logical thing is that's the next thing that's coming. It was
Grimlock in it.
We have had Titan class toys, but not Titan class city type toys, have we? When was the last time? Triptychon re-release, and before that, who was it before that? Well, we had the Nemesis and the Ark before that, didn't we? As the spaceships, and then Tidal Wave, but he's
a floating city.
He's smaller than a lot of the Titans, and he's not a city as such. But I think the other clever thing about it, in a way, is I bet Hasbro's marketing teams were looking at the responses and seeing how, people saying Metroplex, which was predominantly what a lot of people were kind of hoping for, a version of that. Along with other choices. There were other choices, obviously, because there are other Titans in the Transformers universe we may not have had. That could be quite easy repaints in some ways. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's up to you.
Then Paul Robeson's like, "Oh yeah, and we're doing a Soundwave."
If Robeson do a Titan.
No, but they're like, we're doing a Soundwave, by the way, on Transformers Day. Whereas, everyone was like, "Oh shit, we actually got around to open that email and seeing that now." But they could have had a big event at Battersea, couldn't they?
Well, they already had. I mean, they had the launch. That's what I was going to say about irrelevant of this and whether you like it or not. That we have somewhere, we've said this, but they're trying to do things, aren't they? They're not just opening a shop and going, right, we're going to sell T-shirts and some toys and we don't really care. We just want to make money. They're not doing that. They're going, right, let's do it. Let's put events on. Let's try and create new things for people. They had the Bumblebee Robeson first reveal there, in person, not obviously online, but the first in-person reveal of it. They've done that. Say what you want about the Blockies, advent calendar, but it's something else. It's a choice. You don't have to buy it, but they're trying to do things. But I think it's just trying to grow the community. Well, not the community, but you know what I mean. It's just trying to get some more interest and do different things. And I think that's the important bit. And we've got another place that's trying to continue the brand, grow it, however you want to say it. And I think that's a positive. I don't think that's a negative.
No.
Yeah, I think Battersea have done a really good job from what I've seen. And a lot of the people that are working there seem to be, not all of them, but a lot of them seem to be fans of Transformers.
Under the chat, I think he was. Yeah.
There's always going to be that element of cynicism with any kind of company's decisions, because it's not like Hasbro haven't been cynical in the past as well. Let's be completely honest about other companies as well. It's not just them either.
Hasbro sinister in the past.
I know, it's shocking to think
being sinister.
Next thing, they'll be releasing numerous repaints, but or toys that are 10 years old but just repainted so they can make more money out of them.
Hey, buy all the Seekers again. And all the cassettes.
Different. But yeah, I do think, Sam, you make a good point. Like what Battersea are doing and what they're trying to do in terms of us having this part as part of the Transformers community and it being here in the UK is great. As I already said, I could get why some people were annoyed that it wasn't what they thought it was. But then again, and I'll say this as a Transformers fan myself, I get annoyed at stuff in Transformers that's not what I thought it was going to be all the time, and I think we always will do. I'm going to chalk it up. Sorry, go on.
I'll say that's part of the fun of the whole thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And everyone liking, disliking things and talking about it. It's great.
And it gives us a discussion.
Well, you're still talking about it, aren't you? And I think the nice thing with Battersea is it's becoming a hub rather than a shop, because you know you can get that stuff. You don't need to travel into London. You know, it's not exclusive stuff, but in terms of the events that they're running and stuff, that's what makes it exclusive. And I think it's such a good marketing engine.
Yep.
And if we're not careful, if we don't do stuff like this, then we'll just get retools and repaints of existing characters, and eventually people will lose interest. So I think it's a split down the middle, but well done for getting Hasbro on board, I reckon.
Yeah, I think the fact that Hasbro are backing it, or at least backing the store in the way that they seem to be, it's a good sign. Because ultimately, it has to do well for us, really, you know, and then we might get more. I'd personally love there to be a Transformers store, a dedicated Transformers store somewhere up here in the Northeast, but you know, that'll be many, many moons from now, I'm sure.
Under Fairground.
That'd be nice too. And electricity would be good, and running water. Right. Would anybody, before we wind up for this evening, would anybody like to make a point? Actually, I was going to ask you, Pete. Is there anything in the chat particularly that has stood out? Anybody made any points that we haven't covered already?
I think there has been a lot of people, I think, curious what a transforming Battersea power station would look like. You know, the engineering that would go into it. But I think,
don't you think a third-party company might do it?
No.
Don't you think, or somebody 3D print it? There will be somebody who will be looking at this and just go, "Screw it, I'm going to build this."
Yeah.
And it might be beautiful, it might not, but it will be interesting to see if somebody tries to take it on. Having said that, I said the same thing about rails, and we still haven't had that, have we?
No. And that was on a
railing.
Global. That was on a global scale with a version of the most beloved animated film in our fandom.
What we could have had. Yeah. Everybody wanted to get railed. Anyway, right.
And on that bombshell.
I think we'll leave it there. Right. Thank you. Thank you to our wonderful guests tonight, Bisto and Sam. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks.
I think it was. I think that discussion was, you know, it was quite important to kind of like get across that there are different points of view on this, and overall, we all kind of want Battersea to do well. But we all get it. Anyway, and Pete, thank you as always for joining me every week, as you do. Paul will be back, or should be back next week, barring anything terrible happening, which hopefully it won't. I'm just reading the comment from Jermaine, which we probably better not share. Anyway, thank you for joining us, everybody in the live chat. As always, all of you guys always make this show so much more fun to do when you're here, sharing your comments and stuff. And thank you for sticking with us. If you have stuck with us till the end, the live chat and the viewers that we've had live has been pretty high all the way through. So thank you very much, guys. We're going to say goodnight. Have a great weekend, whatever you're doing, to everybody, and stay safe wherever you are. And we will see you next time. Goodbye, guys.
Yeah.
Goodbye.